Hello all. So the topic we'll cover today is study of 8-bit DAC. So now what do you understand by the word DAC? DAC is basically a digital to analog converter. So if you have digital inputs given, suppose this is my DAC, I will give digital inputs here. So these are the digital inputs. The output received will be a single analog output. The output received will be a single analog output. Now to form this, there are two methods used. One is a R2R ladder and the second one is binary weighted method. We'll be using binary weighted method. So to understand first thing what is binary weighted, we will have to see how do you convert a decimal number to binary and vice versa. So suppose I give you any decimal number for that matter. If my number is 31, I want to convert this decimal number to binary. The base of binary, as you know, is 2. So what you will do is keep dividing this number by 2. Now 2 goes into 31, you will write your quotient here 15 times and the remainder here. Then again 2 goes in 15, quotient 7, remainder 1. 2 goes in 7, quotient 3, remainder 1. 2 ones are gives you 2, remainder 1. And finally you will end with 2 goes in 1 0 times, remainder 1. So when I write this in reverse order, and I mean reverse order, so 31 in decimal can be written in binary as 11111. At the reverse, how do you convert any binary number to decimal? Let's see that. So suppose my binary number is 101101. What I will do is multiply this with, we'll start with the LSB, which is left hand side. So you will multiply this with 2 raised to 0, 2 raised to 1, 2 raised to 2. As you can see, I am changing the weight. 2 raised to 3, 2 raised to 4 and 2 raised to 5. When I multiply, I will get 2 raised to 0 is 1. 1 into 1 is 1. We add this. 2 raised to 1 is 2, but 2 into 0 is 0. 2 2s of 2 raised to 2 basically is 4. 4 into 1 will give you a 4. 2 cube is 8. 8 into 1. 2 raised to 4 is 16, but into 0. 2 raised to 5 is 32 into 1. So when you add this up, you will get 32 plus 8, 40 plus 4 plus 1, 45. So this number in binary, which was 101101, can be written in decimal as 45. So this is called weighted, transformation from binary to analog or decimal. That's what the concept we are using here. There will be resistors inside your circuit and that's how the conversion will take place. Now going to our DAC again. So I'll first draw the circuit diagram of the entire process. So this is my DAC IC which I am using. The IC number is 0800. It is a 16 pin IC wherein pin number 3 goes to your minus VCC and it is connected via a capacitor to pin number 16. Pin number 13 is your plus VCC. Pin number 1 is ground and pin number 2 is also ground. In this case, pin number 2 is ground because what I am talking of is a unipolar DAC. I will come to what is bipolar and unipolar later, but as of now just drawing the circuitry. Then I have a pin number 4 here. I have pin number 15 which goes via resistance to ground. Pin number 14 is connected basically via resistance to Vref. Vref is nothing but your reference voltage. This is the highest output voltage you can obtain using the DAC. So whatever is your Vref, that will be the highest voltage you get. Pin number 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12. These 8 bits are your digital inputs. So since I have already stated it's a 8-bit DAC, so we have 8 digital inputs. And pin number 4 is your output. This output is basically fed to a op-amp where this inverting edge is connected with a feedback voltage to your output. And again, you know, op-amp will have your plus VCC, minus VCC at pin 7 and 4 respectively. This is pin number 2, this is pin number 3, and this is some resistance R. If possible, we will keep all the 3 resistances to be equal. So now coming to how does this procedure exactly work. So analog output, whatever analog output I get is actually based on the input and the V reference. So for maximum to, you know, when you have these digital inputs, so since we have 8 inputs, we can go from 0, 0, 0, 0 being the lowest, then you can increment by 1, so you will get 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, so on up to 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. This is the highest value we can achieve for digital using a 8-bit DAC. So based on what combination of input lines you are using plus Vref will the output be determined. For maximum value of digital inputs, that is for 1, 1, 1, 1, the output will be equal to your V reference. V out will be equal to V reference. Now when is this happening? When my digital inputs are equal to 255. So what I'll write here is V out is equal to Vref at 255. So suppose I want to know my V out at any other point which in decimal is X. How can we calculate this? The basic cross multiplication procedure. So you will get by this logic V out will be nothing but X upon 255 into Vref. This will give you the output voltage at any of these intermediate points where your digital combination is something other than the highest value, which is 1111, 1111 for a 8-bit DAC. Now coming to the next point, which is what is a resolution. I will erase this part of the board before that. Okay, so now if you realize, since this is X upon 255 into Vref, the output will actually be in steps. So if I take my input here and my output here, this is my output voltage and this is my input, the output will actually come out to be in steps. The steps may be broad or narrow depending on whatever is the resolution. So coming to what is the resolution now. So the resolution is actually the minimum change in the input that can be detected by the DAC. I repeat, resolution is the minimum change in input that can be detected at output or by the DAC, in simpler words. So the higher the resolution, obviously the more less can be the change, input changes we can verify. So I mean more minimum we can go. So better resolution will give you a graph which will be closer to the actual graph. So that is why always try and make your DAC in such a way that the resolution is very small. That will give you better output changes. So what is the formula basically for this resolution? So if you have a DAC which is made of n bits, then in that case the resolution is given as V reference upon 2 raised to n, where 2 raised to n, this n is the number of bits your DAC is made of. So in this case, as you can see, we are talking of 8-bit DAC. So my resolution will be Vref upon 2 raised to 8, which is Vref upon 256. And now comes the point that why this op-amp here. So this op-amp is basically working as your filter, which will convert this step into a smooth curve. So my output will come out to be a smooth curve. I mean, obviously the steps will continue. If I go in reverse order again, this is the highest value, and if I go reverse, so the steps will come down like this. So to convert this step into a smooth curve, I am using a filter here, which is my low pass filter with the help of a op-amp 741 IC. And now moving ahead, so I told you this is a unipolar. Now what do you mean by unipolar? You know, in binary number system, you can have positive and negative numbers. So if I am talking only of positive numbers, that's when I connect only pin number 4 to an input here. And that is why unipolar, because it is giving me a single polarity. It is only working for positive numbers. But in case, I am talking again, in case I want to work on bipolar. So for bipolar, what we will do is, along with pin number 4, I am not drawing the entire circuitry again. Pin number 2 will not go to ground. Pin number 2 will go to the non-inverting input of your op-amp, and this pin number 4 will go to the inverting input. The rest of the thing will be the same, that you have a feedback resistance here which is connected to the output of your op-amp. You have plus and minus VCC. Rest everything is same. But now pin number 2 connected to pin number 3 implies that you also have input voltage coming at the non-inverting terminal, and hence your op-amp will work in both the ranges, which is for positive and negative numbers. Now if I am working for positive and negative numbers, that means the MSB, that is out of the 8 bits. So if in general you write your number as, you know, D0 to D7, D6, D5, D4, obviously I can't put it here, so okay, D3, D2, D1 and D0. The MSB now becomes sign of the number. The MSB now becomes the sign of the number. So if MSB is 0, it is a positive number. If MSB is 1, it is a negative number. But that means my number can only go up to 7 bits. So this highest value will not be 255 anymore, because I can only go up to 2 raised to 7, which will give me, instead of 256, now I will have 128. So I can go from minus 128 to positive 127. So if you have to work in bipolar, this is the change which will happen, that instead of going up to plus 255, you can only go up to plus 127, but in the negative range you will have minus 128 as well, and the first bit will give the sign, and you will also connect pin number 2 to the non-inverting terminal of your op-amp. Now let's move on to the experimental setup. Okay, so this is the experimental setup for DAC. As you can see, we've connected the DAC IC, the 741, which is used as a low pass filter, and I have connected the plus and minus VCC, which is plus and minus 12 volt for both the DAC IC as well as 741. My Vref in this case, which was going to pin number 14, I am taking from a 5 volt supply. This is a constant 5 volt supply. So my V reference here is 5 volts. So I've connected it here to pin number 14 via this resistance, which is 5.1K. I'll just switch on the circuit now. So if you can see, I have kept my inputs open, so they will all be 1. So all my inputs are 1. So for 1 1 1 1 1 1 1, which was 255, you will get your Vref as same as your Vout, and that is why we are getting 5 volt. Now as I change these inputs, my value will change. So suppose I connect the MSB, which was pin number 5, to ground. That means I have now made it 0 1 1 1 1 1 1 1, which becomes 127 in this decimal. So when I calculate using the value that V out is 127 upon 255 into Vref, the output will be approximately half, which is 2.5 volts. Now when I go to further value, which is if I make the next one, which is pin number 6, also ground, then again the voltage will drop to half, because then I come from 127 to 63. So I can check that here. I have made my pin number 6, which was the next most significant bit, ground. So my output has now become 1.24. So in this way you can check your DAC, and for different combinations, so not necessary you go in this pattern, you may take any combinations, calculate your Vout using X upon 255 into Vref, and check if you're getting the same output voltage using this setup. Thank you.